Alright, so you have your YouTube channel and you want to tell people which cities to stay away from and which cities to go move to or are good to live in, but you don't want to get called out for steering. Well, in this video, I'm going to talk to you about ways to avoid getting called out for steering and to make sure that you're in the right when it comes to the DBPR. So if you want to make sure that you avoid these costly mistakes that I have already gone through myself, stay tuned. You're not going to want to miss this. What's up everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Franchesca Hanahoe. If this is your first time to this channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and tap on the notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a new video just like this one, showing you how to use YouTube for real estate, how to have your mindset built for success and everything in between. Alright, so recently I had a really interesting situation happen. It's probably every realtor's worst nightmare. You know, ever since I had my YouTube channel for real estate, I've had a lot of threats on my channel that people were going to call DBPR or whatever on me because I was steering or doing this or doing that. And obviously that's the last thing that I want. But we have to look at these two scenarios, right? On one hand, people just get upset, and because you have a YouTube channel, you're putting yourself out there for trolls, and let's just be honest, they're out there. And so you're not gonna make everybody happy. People are gonna get upset. I have people getting upset every time I've done videos about places to stay away from. It always attracts or ends up people will watch it that live in these cities that I'm telling people not to live in, and they will just feel the need to go and comment about what a great place it is to live. They've lived there their whole life, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, that's great, but I'm just reading off of a blog. So you're not gonna make everybody happy, and here's how you're gonna avoid being called out by DBPR or IFREC or whatever you wanna call it, in the division of real estate, sorry, not IFREC. But this is what you want to do. You basically just want to make sure that, like when I'm doing videos about the 10 worst cities, I'm not just pulling 10 names out of the hat that are the worst cities. I mean, I can think of plenty of places where I'm from that I could tell people not to live in or not to move to. But always I'm going to the internet and I'm doing my research and I'm looking for a blog or statistics. You know, I'm going off somebody else's information, and when you do that, it really takes the heat off of you. And now I can tell you how I can back this up as well, but we're gonna get there. So really, I go to niche.com a lot, but also there's a lot of other blogs out there that give a lot of interesting statistics about crime, schools, and other things, and I've used those blogs and talked about it on my channel and just gone down their list and given their numbers. And the way that you can keep it relatable and not worry about maybe just reading a blog or whatever the information is online is basically, you know, you talk about a bad city or whatever's on the list, it's a bad area to live, then you can bring it up on the map and talk about some of your experiences of living there or things that you know about this area, show it on the map. I mean, every time you can give any experience that you have from living there and that you know about this area, it just makes it really relatable for the people. They appreciate that you actually have experiences because you live there. And so they can't really blame you for steering when you're going off of a blog. Now, the reason why I know this is because recently I had a hater on my channel who felt the need to come after me on one of my videos. He left me a really nice long comment, and then he proceeded to go through my whole entire YouTube channel and website and point out every time I had done something wrong, which was only because if you've been watching this channel, you know I recently got married this year in April. So my last name wasn't correct everywhere across all of my marketing websites, which is really my fault, but I've been super busy because I also moved, so I just have a lot going on. But I got a nice phone call from the division of real estate letting me know that this gentleman had put together quite a lengthy complaint. And one of the things that he listed was my video on the 10 worst cities to live in Orlando, Florida. So in talking to this gentleman that called me, he was very nice and informative and said basically it was his opinion that my video was basically steering and that he didn't really see any problem with it. So I'm here to inform you not to freak out. Just make sure you make reference to whatever blog or whatever information you find online that you're going by. but also use your personal experience and throw that in there to make it more yours. The next thing I wanted to talk about is definitely make sure that you're using all of the correct contact information underneath every single one of your videos in your description. Make sure you have your name, full name, correct name if you get married. Make sure you have your brokerage, your address, your email, phone number, whatever you want to put there, but just want to make sure that you have that in all of the proper areas. You guys, you are going to get these people coming in off the channel that are going to go after you and try to like say these things, but if people aren't coming after you and hating on you or trolling your videos, then you're not doing something right. Because, you know, I could get really upset about what this guy did and how he tried to turn me in, but I just decided, why am I gonna get upset? Like, I'm obviously doing something right. I have a lot of business cranking off this channel. A lot of people are just jealous. And, you know, the gentleman that I spoke to at the division of real estate was just like, he was mind-boggled that this guy had the time to go through all of my website and my YouTube channel and track down all this information to turn me in. So for all you realtors that aren't doing enough business that you feel like turning people in, I feel bad for you. And if you just listen to my channel here, then maybe you would learn how to get some more business by doing some YouTube videos. But no, anyways, so if you are afraid that you're gonna get caught for steering, make sure you go off a blog, make sure all your information is correct on your website and underneath your videos, and then you won't have anything to worry about and you won't have anybody turn you in just like me. No, but the last thing I want to leave with you about this and talking about trolls and people hating on you is when you get comments that come in on the videos that you do, don't get upset about it. I know people try to, like, they tend to take things personally and get upset. You know, one time I was selling a house to a couple that was super sweet, and the wife had started a YouTube channel about Walt Disney World because everybody loves Disney, you know, and they were living in Orlando now, and she was thrilled to be going to Disney all the time, and people love watching Disney World on YouTube. If you ever have some time on your hands, just search Disney World on YouTube and see all the videos that come up. It's amazing. But, you know, she had gotten some haters on her videos, and she was super upset and didn't want to do her videos anymore. And I was like, oh no, you have to keep going. I mean, I've had so many hate comments on my videos. It's hilarious. And listen, when people leave you a comment, whether it's positive or negative, it's going to help the algorithm on your channel. So just leave it there, don't delete it. And what I like to do is just kill them with kindness. I thought it was kind of funny, so I went through some of the videos on the channel to try to find an example for you guys. And I found this one that this guy said, it's hard to take you serious when your hair looks like an Oompa Loompa. All right, so I said, well, I always did love Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. You know, I didn't take it down. I had fun with it. I left a little comment. And the funny thing is that if you notice, there's a lady that commented underneath my comment and just basically blasted this guy for coming on my channel and leaving me a rude comment like that. So I thought it was really funny that I got the help of a fan to defend me, and I didn't have to defend myself or say anything. I just killed him with kindness. I had another guy one time call me out about that I needed to learn how to get my point across and that I needed to take some lessons and all of this stuff. I mean, he really he like tore me apart, upside, downside, every side. And I was just like, wow. And I was like, well, thanks for watching the videos. And then a couple of days later, he came back and responded to me and said, thanks for being such a good sport. I'm so sorry. I was having such a bad day, blah, blah, blah. So, you know, don't think that everything is sunshine and buttercups when you're doing these videos. You're putting yourself out there. You're putting a lot of hard work into your content, and I get that, but you gotta learn how to have some thick skin and just roll with the punches. All right, so if you ever get into trouble, you know who to reach out to with your videos. But take it from me, just make sure you reference a blog and make sure you have the proper information underneath all of your videos so that you're, you know, in the right as far as DBPR is concerned. All right, guys, I hope this video was helpful. I will see you on the next video. Bye-bye.